Welcome to the Sharon Jones Show, where we're keeping up with the Joneses. And now here's your host, Sharon Jones.
Hi, welcome to the Sharon Jones Show. Today I have a great show lined up for you. I have Miss Julia Sermon talking about her fourth quarter event, and also Miss Daphne Buns bringing you information on services that you probably need. So keep it locked right here with the Joneses. Be back in a minute.
God bless you. I'm Alice Hubbard from the True Believers Ministry Christian Center Church, where we're here to extend a personal invitation for you to join us each Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're making disciples, preaching the truth of the gospel that save lives, heal the sick, and bind the brokenhearted. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you soon.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to the Sharon Jones Show. We're having a great day today. I have a friend of mine in the studio with me. We're talking about an upcoming event that's coming very soon, and there is so many things to do in Columbus, Georgia. I remember a time we stated there's nothing to do here, but that has changed tremendously thanks to people like Miss Julia Sermon. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, and yourself?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Everything with your book that's coming out?
It's not my book. It's a book of an author that Sarah Daughters is hosting on October 1st.
Okay. So you have an annual event?
We try to have events quarterly.
Okay.
And this is our last event for the last quarter of the year, and it's entitled Fourth Quarter. And it will be a brunch being held at the Trade Center on October 1st.
October 1st. What time is that event?
It begins at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit about your speaker that's coming. Where is she from?
She's from Los Angeles, California.
Okay, and she has the book name and title?
She has several books. This is a book that I have purchased, and the name of it is, it's entitled The FBI, Favors, Blessing, and Increase. As you can notice, it's sort of worn a little bit because every time I read it or glance through it or whatever, I get some more information, a new tidbit, or something that I can make applicable to my life.
Oh, wow.
This is just one of the books that she has written.
One of the books. Powerful woman of God.
Very powerful. In addition to being a writer, author, she's a singer and an awesome teacher, preacher, whatever you desire to call her, but nobody wants to miss her.
Wow. Fully anointed woman.
Fully anointed plus.
This is definitely going to be a blessing for the community.
It is.
Okay, so how can they find tickets for your event?
They can find tickets by going to www.fourthquarterbrunch.eventbrite.com. And the tickets are only $25.
Oh, wow. That's good. Very good.
So in addition to getting a speaker or having a speaker at the brunch, we will have a play that's being presented, a skit/play, 10-15 minutes, by Voice Productions of Valdosta, Georgia.
Wow, never heard of them.
Right. They're wonderful. Matter of fact, they are presenting a play in Valdosta on Saturday.
Okay.
September 17th.
Wow.
And then 2 weeks later, they'll be right here in Columbus presenting a skit/play that coincides with the fourth quarter. And the title of the play is Fourth and One.
Wow. Awesome.
Fourth and One. Do you know anything about Fourth and One or what it means?
Tell us.
Okay. The topic is the fourth quarter. October begins the last quarter of the fourth quarter of the year. So anything that you haven't completed in quarters 1, 2, or 3, then you'll have the opportunity to go back or try to get it done in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But in a football setting, when you're on the 4th yard and you need 1 inch to get to the next step and you don't make it, then you have to go all the way back. So I don't know what all they're going to do in the play, but the topic is 4th and 1.
That's great. I look
4th and 1.
forward. Yes. So you have a little team that you've put together with your Sarah's daughters, a team of...
I do, and the persons are Brendia Botnight. She's the first vice president. She lives here locally. Danita Boyd, she's the second vice president, and she lives in Valdosta.
Wonderful.
The secretary is Shirley Cooper, and the treasurer is Sharon Steele. And then we have Danielle McCoy Taylor. She does the PR for us and just a whole lot of other stuff. And we have a lot of people working behind the scenes, making sure that the program goes over.
That's good. You know, Ms. Sermon, I met you years back when I was a foster care parent.
Right.
And you had the opportunity of working with some of my foster kids with their training as far as getting them ready for the next grade and so forth. But ever since I've known you, you've been a power pusher to doing things and getting things completed. And I've followed you and I've supported you and watching you. Almost everything I've seen, God has blessed you to just push forward and get it done. So they have a true powerful person on their team when they have you, I tell you.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited for you with your fourth quarter event. I know it's going to be a blessing to the community, and I pray that that God will just continuously bless y'all even the more and higher as you start off next year. Because I know it's just getting good for y'all. Y'all going to push in next year. Yeah.
Right.
So again, where can they find their tickets?
At www.fourthquarterbrunch.eventbrite.com.
Okay, good deal.
Or if you can't get it there, please call area code 706-426-1305. If no one answers, please leave a message.
Okay, good deal. We want to make sure the viewers see that because we want Columbus to come out in big numbers and support your event because your events are high quality.
Well,
and I haven't met the woman of God, but I know she's awesome.
Well, she will be here on Friday night, and additionally, we had intentionally planned for her to, I was having a little small reception. She could showcase some of her products, her CDs, books, but her flight is getting to Atlanta too late for us to do that. But she will be around for the fellowship after she speaks on October 1st.
Okay, and I know she's going to sing at the event as well.
Oh, yeah, she sings very well. She'll have her CDs and her books available at the brunch.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so you guys get your tickets. Don't miss this grand event because Miss Julia Sermon and the fourth quarter workers, they do an awesome job in this community. And hey, I wouldn't want to miss it for nothing, so don't you dare. We'll talk to you in a minute. We're going to bring up someone else. As Miss Daphne Bonds comes to you, keep it locked right here with the Joneses.
God bless you. I'm Alice Hubbard from the True Believers Ministry Christian Center Church, where we're here to extend a personal invitation for you to join us each Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're making disciples, preaching the truth of the gospel that save lives, heal the sick, and bind the brokenhearted. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you soon.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to the Sharon Jones Show. I'm sure that you found last segment very interesting. Now I have another interesting lady here with me in the studio today. I want to say hi, Miss Daphne. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Miss Daphne, can you tell our viewers the name of your company?
Sure. It's DB, as in Daphne Bonds, DB Business Services and Consulting.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about DB?
Sure. Basically what I do is I do graphic design, I do professional headshots, business consulting, anybody trying to get started in the business, want to know what direction to take. I do, help them, kind of guide them along in that respect. And do print services, I do identity branding, a little bit of everything.
Wow. What gave you the fuel to start your company?
Well, I'm a single mom.
Well, that's a lot.
But I've always enjoyed, I have a lot of creativity. I've always enjoyed working for myself, and I think just, being able, that's a huge motivation factor in itself. But I just enjoy what I do. I love teaching people. I love helping people, so I get to do that.
Right. From what I understand, you have another company as well.
Well, I started a women's networking group.
That's it.
Yes, Mighty Women Networking.
Mighty Women Networking. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've been going strong for the past year, and took a little bit of a break during the summer, hoping, just kind of restructuring some things and taking some time off, trying to figure out where I want to go with that, but hopefully we'll get started soon again and have our monthly meetings and some other, events, like we did our expo in June. Which is where I was on your show for that.
You're right.
But so it's a great opportunity for women business owners in the community, entrepreneurs, to come together and learn, socialize, connect.
Okay, wonderful. So you about that business networking, push until we drop.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it takes, Sharon.
That's good. Very
Yeah.
good. You are very high on your social media. I notice you have a lot of advertising going out right now for your business, and that's one of our sole keys to continuing to grow successful, So I admire your push on the social media sites, pushing your business, and also offering the discounts, because I did see a bunch of discounts coming forward on your advertisement. Can you tell us a little bit about your promotion right now with your discounts?
Well, I have several actually. Just trying to make things affordable, because I know what it's like to struggle and to push, and understand that sometimes we don't always have the budget for getting our business going, but when someone's able to work with us, which I try to, it makes it a lot easier, and you feel like you can do it, succeed, So some of the promotions I have is I do logo design. I've got it right now where you can get it 50% off.
That's awesome.
I also do, other graphic design services where I've got a BOGO going on, buy one, get one, on select design services, and just, whatever I feel like doing at that moment in time. It kind of comes and goes. You never know what I'm going to do next.
Sounds grand. It appears to me that you work maybe 7 days a week.
Yeah, you could say that.
Do you have any time to put your Christian walk in?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I attend church regularly, and I go to a Bible study. I'm in our singles group. I help with that as far as coordinating our social events. So I'm very active and involved in that. And I love being a part of charities in the community if I can, whatever way, depending on what it is. And so I would say I definitely have to make time for that. That's a must.
That's grand. That's grand. Well, when you're out on your photo shoots, do you find yourself actually doing some makeup and some cosmetic work to your photo shoot people, or you just?
I don't actually do that. I think if I were to come across someone that had that need, I would obviously make sure that we can make that happen. But typically what I do now as far as photography goes, I want it to all relate to my business, which is professional headshots. I feel like that's more relatable than, and I'm not saying I would never do a family shoot or anything like that. It's just that I wanted something to kind of fit in that same niche. And so the professional headshots is something I like to specialize in.
Okay, I see. All right. So you have normally with your new clients, you meet them for a consultation. Do you do free consultations or?
Well, I used to, and I realized I wasn't going to pay my bills that way, unfortunately. So I do charge a small fee for a consultation if I feel that we need one. And there we assess on what's the right direction to take for your business or what you're trying to accomplish. And I find that it's very effective that way, so we can better assess what your needs are.
That's good, good. So what is it that you enjoy most about doing what you do?
I think it's just I love people. I love meeting new people. I love feeling like I'm helping someone. And I know that I've been able to do that and continue. You know, I want to be used by God and hopefully serve Him in that way that He'll be pleased. And, you know, to me, it's at the end of the day, it's about, you know, what did I do to help someone?
Right. Well, are you from here?
Not technically. I've lived here on and off for over 20 years, but I'm originally from Alabama.
Okay.
Born and raised in Tuscaloosa, if you must know.
Okay.
But I'm an Auburn fan.
Good deal, good deal. Well, you guys keep it locked. We'll be right back with you. More talk with Miss Daphne Buns. Keep it up with the Joneses.
God bless you. I'm Alice Hubbard from the True Believers Ministry Christian Center Church, where we're here to extend a personal invitation for you to join us each Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're making disciples, preaching the truth of the gospel that save lives, heal the sick, and bind the brokenhearted. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you soon.
Welcome back to the Sharon Jones Show. Just sitting here talking with Miss Daphne Buns about all the great things and services that she offers us in our community. We're just blessed to have someone that's very library full of information, resources, and media. So, Miss Daphne, tell us a little bit about the social media part that you play.
Well, you know, social media, a lot of people don't really realize how important that plays a part in their business, especially if they're a new business. And, you know, with technology being so vast, it's just an avenue in which you can reach new markets. And I tell people all the time, I've even told you, Sharon, that, you know, pretty much every form of advertising has its own following. So it's so important to try different things. Social media typically is free, so why not use it? You know, and it's not, I know it can be intimidating, but it's actually, for the most part, it's user friendly. But if you can't figure it, that's why you call people like me. Because I help with that.
Right. Do you suggest that we use Instagram and all the other things out there? Or?
I think that it's really typical to each business. You know, what is your business? And then, you know, you can decipher if that's going to be the best form of social media. I definitely think that you should use multiple forms of social media because, again, they have their own following. But sometimes, you know, certain social medias may not benefit you as much as it would somebody else, another person's business.
Right, right.
But it doesn't mean you can't try. You never know until you do. So I recommend that you at least try it.
Okay, wow.
And keep in mind that just because you may not feel comfortable with it or you may not understand it doesn't mean all the people that are following, you know, aren't. they're not feeling the same way. You know, they're
Right.
out there. And so if you can expose your business in that way, you need to.
Okay, because I noticed that with Instagram, there's a lot of pictures being displayed more on Instagram and Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, but I was suggested that I need one of those as well. You know, I'm kind of stuck back in the day a little bit, but it's people like you that help me come forward and move with new stuff.
Well, it's all about reaching new markets, you know, a new following.
Okay, tell me about the branding part of your business.
Well, when I offer branding, when I call it identity branding, everybody's, you know, for the most part is familiar with that in the business world, but if you're not, basically it's your stamp, it's your mark, it's your identity for your company. It's extremely important because it's how people associate who you are and how you stand out from everyone else. So, and I have come across a lot of people that come my way that, you know, I feel like the logo is the first step in naming your company, you know, branding, setting yourself apart. And I find that a lot of people want to kind of put the cart before the horse, which ends up in the long run costing you more money, because when you finally want to get your logo, you end up having to rebrand yourself in a sense. You have to start all over with marketing materials. I have to redesign everything, you know, for that person, and it ends up costing a lot more money. So I would say that if you are a new business and you're starting out, make sure you budget for that logo and shop around and make sure that you understand what you're getting for the person that's designing it for you, that they're providing the proper formats and whatnot that you're going to need, you know, to utilize for marketing materials, such as business cards and any other digital type ads or, you know, things of that nature.
Right, I see. Your ad looks good.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, but it's supposed to.
It better, I was going to say.
It does. It drew a big eyebrow raise for me when I seen your ad, and that gave me the game to boost my ad up. So I will be allowing you to do my new branding and my new ads and so forth.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah. And I got to be impressed to get somebody to do something for me. So I appreciate you and the support, and we're meeting as far as what we're going to do for my business with the Sharon Jones Show. Yes, I said it. She's doing my stuff. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just happy to have you aboard. And tell me a little bit about travel. Do you travel, or are you planning to travel with doing your business?
I can. I mean, the great thing about what I do is I can do it from home, from my laptop. So I can service pretty much anywhere in the United States, depending on the service that I'm providing for the person. But, you know, I would say that I could travel if necessary. It's going to cost a little bit more for that person.
Yeah,
but,
I would. Yeah.
But I'd be willing, depending on the situation. Absolutely.
Okay, I can see that would be something good. Great. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers as far as why they should choose you when it's time to do their new business?
Well, I mean, you know, you're getting to get that one-on-one contact with someone locally, or even if it's not locally, I'm going to be available. I work through all hours of the night, and a lot of my clients, I mean, they're you know, don't get off to 5 or 6 o'clock at night, so sometimes we're talking 10 or 11, and I'm open to that because I understand that we got to make it happen. So I have a lot of flexibility, and I feel like I've got a lot of good ideas. I want to be able to share that to help someone.
That's wonderful. At a reasonable price.
At a reasonable price.
That's good. Now, how can they hire you? Your website?
It's DB, as in Daphne Bonds, dbbusinessservices.com, or they can call me at 762-207-9683.
Okay. Or they can hit you on social media?
Or social media. I'm on Facebook.
Under
Absolutely.
Daphne Bonds?
It's under DB Business Services, or Daphne Bonds, sure.
Okay, great. And they can join the Mighty Women?
Absolutely. MightyWomenNetworking.com.
Wonderful.
We're working on the website, but we do have a Facebook group, and we have a Facebook page as well.
That is wonderful. I am so glad you come out today to share the information with the viewers, and also just be a part of what we're doing here at the Sharon Jones Show.
Well, I appreciate it.
I wish you
really
much
do.
success, Daphne.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, we'll be back with you next week, same place, same time. Keep it locked.
Thank you for watching today's show. If you would like additional information about today's show, call or email us.
God bless you. I'm Alice Hubbard from the True Believers Ministry Christian Center Church, where we're here to extend a personal invitation for you to join us each Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're making disciples, preaching the truth of the gospel that save lives, heal the sick, and bind the brokenhearted. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you soon.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
God bless you. I'm Alice Hubbard from the True Believers Ministry Christian Center Church, where we're here to extend a personal invitation for you to join us each Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m., where we're making disciples, preaching the truth of the gospel that save lives, heal the sick, and bind the brokenhearted. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you soon.